started my football back in the junior competitions in around the Koonung area of Box Hill, Adelphians and Koonung and Doncaster East, and then moved on to Hawthorn under-19s, played there for a couple of years, and then at the end of 1980, 79-80, I was still under-19s and decided to come to Camberwell. And the reason I came to Camberwell was pretty straightforward. I lived nearby in the city of Camberwell, and Box Hill was such a woeful team. There was a pretty simple decision. Played at Camberwell from 1980 through to 84, and then left Camberwell. Played a year up at Numurkah, and then played from 86 to 93 at Vermont Football Club in the Eastern Districts Footy League. Okay, so when I came to Camberwell, I was primarily playing at centre half back, and spent most of my time in the back line, either at centre half back, spent a time at full back, also back pocket. But you know, I'd never played in the back line previous to that, and so it was a bit of a learning for me, becoming a backman. So 1981, I think at the start of the year, Russell Withers, I think, was chairman of selectors and was hell-bent on me becoming a full-back, which is one step even closer to the fence, what I thought, from being centre half-back. So I was never that excited about being a full-back, and spent a year sort of up and down, probably a little bit disillusioned. But at the end of the 1980, you know, we played, or 81, we played the grand final, and you know, and we were always expected to win, and we did. And probably the feeling at the time was more relief than anything else. Yeah, so in 1984, that was the last year I played at Camberwell. We'd made the first semi, I think it was, against Frankston. Decision, you know, it was a hell of a wind, and we decided to kick against the wind. I think we were all a bit shocked, and we were certainly shell-shocked by the time it came to quarter time. And you know, if it hadn't been for that, I think we would have put in a hell of a much stronger showing. We struggled to be competitive for the rest of the day. Yeah, so after 84, I decided to leave Camberwell. It was, you know, the writing was on the wall. Lots of the players not being paid. The strength of the administration with Ron Peck, you know, not being around. You know, the place was, we could see it was in decline, and I was not enjoying my football. And the opportunity came to go and play up in the Murray League, and I went and played with Numurkah, which was probably again one of the what would I say, the less satisfying years of football that I played, but one that you know, it paid the bills, but that was about it. Yeah, so in my time at Camberwell, played under the three coaches. First, Graham Phillips. Graham was very soft, quiet, very encouraging, positive. Any interaction we had with him, but it was quite limited, and as you know, and only played the second half of the season in the first. After that, Leon came in for the next 2 years. First year we won the flag. Yeah, Leon and myself, we had you know, I would say a mixed relationship. At times, you know, I could see he was trying to motivate me and push me in directions and challenge me, and I struggled a bit with that. Probably it was a lack of my maturity at the time. And then with Phil Fryer came in I think 82, 83 after Leon, and with Phil, yeah, again, quite a different cat of course to Leon and Graham, and yeah, Phil, I again had a very turbulent relationship with Phil as a coach, and was probably one of the main reasons I left Camberwell, but only to turn up he was the coach at Numurkah, and we sort of staked our distance to each other and kept to our own rules and our own space, and didn't necessarily cross paths too much. So arriving at Vermont, So first of all was Drew Pevett, who I played football with at Camberwell. Drew used to live close by to where I was living at the time, and Drew, was continually pestering me about coming down to training, and so I did come down, mainly to stop Drew from pestering me. I had watched Vermont in the finals the year before, and I knew a number of the names, didn't know that many of the players personally, but I knew a lot of the names from the junior football, through school football, and also the under-19s competition. You knew the names from the area, and to me it looked like a very positive place, and it was quite a simple decision to come here versus going to other clubs in the Eastern Districts Footy League at the time. Yeah, look, I was very fortunate to be part of the Vermont dynasty of the 61 games. I managed to play in 60 of those games out of the 61. Did manage to miss one, and that was the birth of my first daughter, Amy. So to this day I still remind her that she's cost me a place in history. Yeah, so as well as being a Vermont, very fortunate to be part of 6 premierships, 6 grand finals. We didn't lose any, and they hold a special part of my life, the memory.
You've given your heart to get here and your soul to get it right. You can take 'em boots and all, but it's sure gonna take a fight. When you spend all week getting to your peak, you're gonna have your say. You bet. On Sunday, it's gonna be a fight.